Kuttah Spoken Truth, we back at it again. In this video, I want to talk about another movie I watched on Tubi called By Her. Before I get into it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate it. Share the video with somebody, okay? But this movie on Tubi called By Her is very interesting. It deals with the facet of life as it relates to women selling their body to get something in return. One particular character on this movie named Paula, she was straight up a prostitute. She was sleeping with people to get money, to get resources, selling her body in exchange for money, for resources. And you know, I'm an advocate for the scripture. And when you study Leviticus chapter 19, and I think it's around the 29th verse, go check me out. It talks about do not prostitute thy daughter. Do not do it. And a lot of people put their daughters in position to become prostitute because we did not raise them like we should have raised them, and we did not provide for them like we should have provided for them. And I often tell fathers that's why it's important for you to be in your daughter's life, so that they don't be in a predicament to sell their body for the sake of money. Think about it, all these women that's in the strip clubs. And I know some of them are in strip clubs because that's where they want to be. Their mind is not quite right. But there are some people in the strip clubs, some of these women in the strip club, because they need the money. If parents was in better predicaments to help their children out, a lot of these women would not be in the strip clubs stripping. Okay? I know some of y'all don't believe that, but this is the reality. I often tell y'all, and I repeat, fathers need to be involved in their daughter's life. Do not prostitute thy daughter. Do not cause her to become a whore. This in the scripture. Okay? So Paula, she was a prostitute in this movie. She was selling her body to get money, to get resources. In addition, another main person in this movie was a boxer by the name of Anthony. Anthony, he wanted a big shot at the title with this other guy they call Pretty Boy Troy. But watch this. In order to get a title shot with Pretty Boy, he had to go through his manager. He had to go through Troy's manager. And Troy's manager sat Anthony down and say, here, look here. This is what I'm going to do. I want you to sign a contract with me. And the contract going to be for $1.5 million. $1.5 million. This contract. Just for you to fight my boxer. He said, however, if you win, you'll get another $5 million. If you win. This is the contract I'm going to write up for you. But there's one more thing to add to it. For this contract to be manifested, to come into fruition, I want to be able to sleep with your wife. You got to let me sleep with your wife. Anthony like, oh, hell no, my wife ain't for sale. I ain't about to do that. I know I told you I'm willing to do anything to get this match, but not that. You know, a lot of these rich people, their mindset is totally different. They believe they beyond reproach. A lot of them believe they don't got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. A lot of them don't believe that they got to conduct themselves by morals and standards because they got money. And because they got money, they think they could buy anything or anyone. And in a lot of cases, this is true, especially with women. A lot of these women selling their body, a lot of these women is giving themselves to men for the sake of the dollar, the almighty dollar. That's why they are commonly known as gold diggers. A lot of these women would not pay these men any attention, any mind if they did not have money. Hypergamy is always at work with female nature. And a lot of these women is willing to do anything, you name it, anything for the sake of money. So this is his mindset, being rich. He like, I'm used to offering people money to get them to get down with me, to go along, to get along. And at first, Anthony was like, no. But as you watch the movie, I'm telling y'all, go check this movie out. As you watch the movie, as you continue to watch, eventually, I don't know if this was playing on his wife's mind, eventually, they agreed to do it. They agreed to do it. And the wife told her, said, listen, you can't ask no questions. Listen, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for you. So you can get the match that you want. So we can get that 1.5 million. And if you win, so we can get that 5 million. So I'm going to do it for you. And brothers and sisters, when that deal was made, man, that Troy manager, man, he ravished Anthony's wife, ravished her, beat the brakes off of her, beat her down like Tatiana. Man, he was digging them guts. I mean, digging, turning them guts out. Go watch the movie. He was beating them guts out. And when she came back, all right, as you continue to watch the movie, when they finally discussed this, he wanted her to be real. He started asking questions. Now, the deal was not for him to ask her any questions, but because she loved him, because she saw the agony and pain in his heart, on his mind, she said, okay, I'm going to answer a few of your questions. He was like, tell me, how was it? She was trying to be modest about it. Then he asked her, like a lot of these men like to ask women that cheat on them. A lot of these men be want to ask the same question. Anthony asked his wife, he said, is he bigger than me? Tell me. She wanted to lie because she wanted to spare his feelings. And a lot of y'all women be lying to y'all because they trying to spare y'all feelings. That's how you know if she really loves you, she's trying to spare your feelings. You know you ain't working with nothing, but she love you. She's trying to spare your feelings. She's trying to make it work with you. I know it sounds comical, but that's the truth. So she was like, eventually told the truth. She was like, he hung like a horse. It was the best. She couldn't help herself after she said, he hung like a horse. It was the best sex I ever had. Boy, I be telling y'all, man, a lot of these women, boy, you don't know what they be desiring. You don't know what be going on in their head. You don't be knowing what, man. He should have never agreed to that deal. And a lot of you fellas, let me tell you this, you better get on your square. You better man up. You better get your confidence up. You better stop acting like a little punk. Stop acting like a little bit it. Y'all hear me? Because your woman may go out there and dibble a dab on you because you're not holding it down at home, because you're not being a man, because you done lost your masculine frame. She may go out there and cheat on you, and that other person may get a hold to her and beat the brakes off of her. Did them guts out like never before. And then you're going to be all sad and messed up. You're going to be thinking about her getting her guts dig out. You're going to be thinking about, why you do this to me? Because you didn't man up. A lot of you guys need to stop being punks, stop being weak, stop being betas. Because you ain't doing nothing but pushing that woman away. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, women love confident men. Women love that. They don't want to be with somebody other women don't want to be with. They want to know that they walking down the street, they holding the arm, holding the hand of a man that's confident. That don't lose their masculine frame. They're not acting like a little punk. And a lot of you men out here punking, you ain't doing nothing but pushing your woman away. Man up. Y'all hear me? Now I'm talking about when you got a good woman. Now, some women, they just whores. They gonna cheat on you no matter what. But I'm talking about if you got a decent woman, man up, man. Stop being a punk. Stop all that complaining. Stop all that bitching. Maintain your masculine frame. Because she may go out there and tiptoe on you and mess around, get a hold to somebody that gonna break her down, beat the brakes off her, and she ain't gonna want to come back. When she come back, she ain't gonna be the same. She ain't gonna be the same, man. And this is the reason why a lot of these women is messed up, not because they've been exposed to too many different digging sticks. Too many. And let me let y'all in on the secret. Let me let y'all in on the secret. Listen, fellas. Listen. If a woman asks you about the size of your penis on dates, before you have sex, well, on dates, that means that she been exposed to too many digging sticks and she has a preference. She know what she want. Man, a lot of these women been through some whole phases, man. And exposure have messed up a lot of these women's mind. That's why it's hard for a lot of them to stay in a relationship. They always in and out. Hard for them to build some type of companionship, bond with a man because they've been with too many. It's easy for them to leave you because they've been with too many men. That exposure has an impact on their mentality, on their psyche. And a lot of women that has been exposed to too many digging sticks, they done had too many different men in their bodies, in their hole. They act masculine because too many digging sticks have dumped their masculine spirit in her and left it in her. And she don't know nothing else to do but to be masculine because she has taken on all the spirits that has penetrated her. Come on, y'all gotta wake up, man. Wake up. I'll tell you, man. Wow. If your woman telling you, I like for my hole to be full, you in trouble. You in trouble. Let me move on, though. All right. So, Anthony's wife went and did that for him and got her guts blew out. She got her hole full. And she ended up telling him, that's the best sex I ever had. And a lot of, man, I don't know what's going on these last days, man. I never heard so many of our people that's into swingers now, being swingers now. What's wrong with us? No real man want his woman being with another man. And women, let me tell you this. Those of you that are going to listen to this video, let me tell you this. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button too. Let me tell you this, women, if you with a man and he don't mind you sleeping with somebody else, he don't love you. He don't care about you. He's not going to be with you. He sees no future with you. Because if a man really love a woman, he don't want her to be plowed and dug out by another man. Man, Anthony should never agree to this deal. I don't care how much money he was getting with this contract to fight Pretty Boy Troy. It didn't matter. We have to start having dignity. We have to start increasing our love for ourselves. We have to start seeing our reputation mean something. We have to start telling ourselves it's not that important to be rich. It's not that important to be famous. I'm not going to sell my dignity and my integrity for the sake of a dollar, for a buck. And whenever you make this type of decision, you're never the same. And especially when you make this type of decision with your woman, that relationship is never going to be the same. I don't care what you say. It always going to be in your mind. Somebody else dug the Gus out while she was with me. Do y'all hear me? Understand. You got to understand in these days and times, you're not going to meet too many virgins. You just have to settle that in your heart. So a lot of these women has been around the block. A lot of them has been plowed. But anything before you have to get to the point where if you like this woman, you want to be with her, anybody before you really don't matter. It don't matter. Okay? I'm telling you, that's if you like this woman. That's if you really want to be with this woman. All right, I'm not going to sit here and say a woman past don't matter. Yeah, a woman past does matter. It does matter. Enough is enough. I mean, come on. You start getting up in the 60s and 70s and Lord have mercy. All right, like the old saying that my grandma used to say, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. That saying still hold truth in this day. All right. And I'm not giving women a pass. I'm just stating the obvious. I'm just stating facts. There is a lot of women that are relationship whores. Relationship whores. And what I mean by that, they might be in their 40s. They might be in their 40s. But a lot of these women start having sex early on in life. And so if we just say they start having sex around the 8th or 9th grade and being 40 years old, and say they done had 10 real relationships between the age of 14 and 40, the reality of the matter is they still a whore. Because they done had 10 different digging sticks in them. All right? And the sad reality of the matter is, in this day and time, if a woman only slept with 10 men, 20 men at the age of 40, that's considered good in this day and time. But the reality of the matter is they still a whore. Because one too many. And I'm saying this according to the scriptures. All right, when you read, I believe it's John chapter 4. John chapter 4 talk about that woman at the well. She was considered a whore and she only had 5 men she slept with. Yahusha, whom he commonly called Jesus, told her, go get your husband. She said, I have no husband. Yahusha, Jesus said, you speak right. You done had 5 husbands, meaning you done slept with 5 different men. That's why nobody wanted to deal with that woman, because she was considered a whore in that day and time because she slept with 5 men. That was only 5. 5 is good in this day and time. 10 is good in this day. 15 is good in this day and time. If they 40. But she was considered hard because she slept with 5 different men. And I don't know why I'm on this topic. Some man needed to hear this. Because you with a woman right now, she 38, 39, and you like, damn, she done slept with 10 men. Listen, be happy that it's only 10. Be happy. Because some of these women got more skeletons, got more bodies than a graveyard. Like that song off Power, the streets need a body. They got more bodies than Lord knows what. You tripping off, she done slept with 15 different guys. Don't get me wrong, that's bad because, like I said, more than one person, that's bad for a woman, according to scripture. Like I said, I'm coming from the scriptorial standpoint. If she have more than one digging stick, she have done wrong. All right? According to the way the Most High set it up. But according to this society, if she only slept with 15, 20, 30, man, you in good stand. Man, I know so many women that have slept with 100 plus men. 150 plus. Their guts is on life support. Their guts need a blood transfusion. Y'all hear me? Some women, man, especially in college, man, I know women that was in college, slept with the whole basketball team. I mean, guts just looking like roast beef sandwich. Okay? So don't be tripping off. Man, damn, she done slept with 15 guys, man. Man, you better count up the cost and you better be happy about that. Because she could be one of the very ones that was in college at the parties. You bust in the door and you see them just getting ran through. Drinking beer, getting drunk. And all the fellas around her talking about go, 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 go. Just to get her drunk so they all can run a train on her. So don't be tripping off that 10, 15, 20, 30. Some of these women, man, is up in the 200s. I'm just telling you what I know, man. What I just saw, man. Okay? But go check this movie out, man. Let me bring this video to an end. Go check the movie out by her on Tubi. It's a very good movie. And before I end the video, there was a character on this movie, Tubi. By her on Tubi, named Ricky. Boy, Ricky was buying. He was buying booty left and right, man. He had a woman, he had a wife, but he was out there buying booty, man. A lot of these guys, man, take your money home, man. You got kids, man. Stop spending all that money on booty, man. Go get your kids some diapers. Go buy your kid an outfit. Okay? Go get your kid some Jordans. Stop letting him feel like he the outcast at school because he don't got some shoes like everybody else. Make him feel good. Go get him some Jordans. Your daughter asked you for a Louis Vuitton purse and you had the audacity to get mad. Talk about, I ain't paying all that money for that, but you out here spending thousands upon thousands on booty. And you got a woman at the house. Your priority is backwards, man. Ricky boy, he was, and there's a lot of women, I tell you. There's a lot of women, and I know it sounds crazy. There's a lot of women that would get more upset with you for spending your money on a woman that's not her than you cheating on her. Fellas, hear me. They see that more as a violation than you cheating on them. And I can understand why, because the scripture said where your money at, where your treasure at, is where your heart at. Your heart is not at home because you're spending all your money at places that's not home. That means you care more about where you're spending your money than you do about home. And a lot of these guys is taking their hard-earned money that they should be bringing home to support their family, to support their sons, to support their daughters, and they spitting it on booty. Boy, Ricky was spending his money up on booty, boy. He was buying prostitutes left and right. But go check the movie out on Tubi called By Her. All right, go check it out. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Drop some comments below. Let me know what you think about this video. All right, peace.